Hey, friends, it's in the middle of the night. We're like, I don't know, 5, 6 of these lighthearteds deep, and it's time to get tipsy. I'm Johnny Danger with FantasyFootballBlueprint.com. We had a couple of good ones for you last week. Of course, most of the tight ends took off, so I can't take credit for everything, but we really hit a few. Let's try to get some right again. First, let's talk about the quarterbacks this week. I'm looking at Nick Mullens and Daniel Jones for my tipsy pick. Yeah, we're probably going to have a few more sips. Let's take care of that. Let's talk about it. 49ers are heading into New York for this game, and I kind of like it as a sneaky place to find some value. At 5,500, Daniel Jones presents the opportunity without Saquon Barkley to really have to throw the ball to keep in the game. At $4,900, Darius Slayton is just too cheap to ignore. He's going to see all of the snaps on one side of the ball, and he's definitely worth a shot. The 49ers defense just isn't there. Darius Slayton is going to have the opportunity. Daniel Jones is going to sling him the ball, and at a coupling at 5,500 and 4,900 for your QB to his number one wide receiver for the week is just a value we cannot look past. On the other side of the ball, Nick Mullens has looked all right in relief of Jimmy Grapes. The Giants can be passed on, but who's he going to pass it to? Kittle's out. Debo's not going to play. Maybe Brandon Ayuk. Maybe Jordan Reed again. Maybe just all Jerick McKinnon. I don't know, but I like the points to happen here, folks. It doesn't matter who is there. This running game performs, which takes us right into the running backs with Jerick McKinnon and even Jeff Wilson if you want to get even a little weirder and drink a couple of more sips before you click on that name. You're going to need it because if you're rostering Jeff Wilson, I hope you've had a few more than I've had tonight. But at $4,000, why not give the man a shot? I still like McKinnon at, what's he at? Let me double check here. Sorry, no glasses. $4,900. A nice value for McKinnon as well. This offense produces yards on the ground. Get a hold of one of these guys if you want to save on your salary. Look, guys, I don't even need a beer for this one. $4,900, Devin Singletary in Buffalo. He is going to be able to run the ball, my friends. He's going to catch the ball out of the backfield. We've got no Zach Moss. We've got no Dawson Knox. We've got a Los Angeles Rams team that's given up 257 yards on the ground in the first two games. $4,900, you don't even need to have a beer for that, but I'm going to have one anyways, so cheers. Jump all over Devin Singletary at $4,900. Save that salary for elsewhere and just enjoy your beverage. I want you to keep an eye on Trenton Cannon. Mike Davis may get the first crack to lock up the Carolina backfield, but I like the talent that this youngster brings, and I don't know that Mike Davis is going to keep the role. I could look for Carolina to trade for a person, maybe a Kerryon Johnson, maybe a Gus Edwards, but I think they should give Trenton Cannon a try. Don't play him in DFS, but keep an eye out on him on a seasonal team in deep leagues where you just might need a guy to fill in for you. Along those same lines, if something happens to Chris Carson up in Seattle, the guy that I'm definitely looking at up there is a man named Travis Homer. Not a DFS play, but definitely a deep league bench stash. Watch out for this guy. I think he's got some talent. Also, we have Michael Pittman, an emerging speedster in Indiana with Paris Campbell out. He saw a ton of looks and snaps. I think this is a time for him to shine. They are not going to struggle at all with the New York Jets, so why don't you give the oft-injured T.Y. Hilton a rest and let Michael Pittman show what he can do in the NFL. Damian Byrd in New England at, again, $3,000 bottom level. Saw 9 targets last week and 85% snap share. $3,000 for the guy who is split out wide on the other side of N'Keal Harry for the entire game. For $3,000, I'll drink to that. I don't know if you can consider the next pick Tipsy. It seems like the industry is all over him, but KJ Hamlin for another bottom barrel $3,000 play on DraftKings. You've got a guy who had the most snaps as a Denver wide receiver and tied for the most targets, $3,000 again. Are you kidding me? It seems like Tipsy value is everywhere. Load up on those top-end running backs and play the bottom of the barrel with a couple of these guys. Okay, really. Guys, drink a few beers first. Pick one of these guys. Logan Thomas, he's going to be popular, but at $3,700, I like what he is doing in Washington. Drew Sample looks like the guy to play down in Cincinnati, and at $3,500, if you're looking to save salary, he got it done last week, and he might sniff the end zone this week. O.J. Howard, which I think is going to develop a bigger and bigger relationship with Tom Brady. I called it preseason that O.J. Howard would be the number one tight end, not Gronkowski in Tampa Bay, and I'd like to see a little bit more from him this week before we really trust him. And then if you really want to go low, and I mean low, and only because you have to, and only because you got so drunk you couldn't count past $3,000 bottom of the barrel again, Ryan Izzo. Why? Because only DK Metcalf has seen more snaps this year of his offense than Ryan Izzo in New England. I know he's only seen a couple of looks a game, but seeing 99% of snaps, there's got to be an opportunity some week. Maybe it's this week. Maybe it's not. For defenses, I'm really only interested in a couple of them out there. I really like Indianapolis playing against the Jets. I love Tampa Bay heading up to Denver, and I love Arizona versus the Lions. That's all I have for you this week. Stay tipsy, my friends. Cheers.
What happened?
Didn't you hear? We won.